We are here. Those of you who are here, investors, these are the investment that take on the higher time of the people, these are the people, create confidence economy. So we are not today, not just open all. So thank you for putting value in our life, because second that need to have respect for the people and for what was the right to live. So we are it's a good celebration for all of us that we are beginning with today. We are going to shout in the mall that looks like what she is going to think.
They both doing that work. No, yeah, please don't answer that one. Chief? Thank you, sir.
This is where the Intel has an advantage. This is where the Intel has an advantage. Yeah.
Not yet. Not yet. You cannot do that. The president was saying I was releasing them. Somebody, let's go. Okay.
What is president Costa? What president out? President out.
They kept it outside.
First is soil ready. So like yes for us, what's body protection. But he used it every time he have to use it. Yeah.
Mr. Davis.
Yeah.
Did the EPS stay outside while the president went in the building?
It's a small little room down there. I have it.
Well, they got some of them in here.
Yeah, era de pedir, quiero volver. Aquí te toca la office.
Alright, I think we can.
Have the information when it's on such a unit here. And the presidential press secretary, yeah, also here has been opening up this.
So how do you see these gigantic buildings?
Okay, because you travel to other countries, go to the mall to Balance, you go to Accra, you won't go to Accra Mall. People will come here to learn, they won't go to the university. Don't you see that it's nice?
Yes, mine, yes.
I'm not for the whole thing, but trying to do competitive analysis. I'm tempted to say better than Accra Mall. People that are so yes, that's what I think.
Although I'm a press secretary, thank you. It's always good to people to compare, but I think this is the first major mall. I would say this is the second because we had a TM mall, but it didn't do very well. But we hope and pray that this will do well and it will be maintained but most importantly, that they will be able to provide job opportunities for the young people who will be into their services, managing the stores, selling and support the security, the whole 9 years. So we hope that this facility will help with the economy, but also give our country another facelift, because the fact that we have a wall here, some of people who travel to Sierra they say they don't have no boat, so at least Liberia. And the other fun fact is, I'm sure most of our young people want to come and do some selfies, and do their little posting and sharing their stories on TikTok and other places. So say Liberia too is open for business, but also we have this facility here. Oh, 100th century peace within business. Well, the idea is open because my understanding is a partnership between Liberian business owners as well as Chinese investment. So people come together to form partnership to construct something like this. The fact that this is here, it is a hope that other Liberians who have the resources can partner with other partners who in other countries can come and say Liberians because what this does is show the world that we are secure. For people to trust our country, of course, not just country with the resources, they don't trust the structure. It shows that the security is good. It shows that the investment portfolio of the country is also good. There are opportunities for them to be able to get profit from there. Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was the voice of the presidential press secretary.
Let's go.
Encouraging other Liberians
That it is angry.
investment like this.
Let's get to it. Hey everyone, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, namaste from wherever you're watching us from. We say thank you for being here this evening, and like we always say, this is how we like to welcome you to another edition of our humble little talk. How you call it, Mr. Davis? Talk. Nightly exchange. We're the last voice you hear, the last voices you hear before you go to bed, right? And we appreciate you always for coming. Thank you so much for being here. And we are here to talk about the good and bad, ugly about Liberia, right? Africa, mostly Liberia. Not sure I said the word. No, well, Africa, Liberia, a large. Okay, so share the show and come back and let's talk. Mr. Davis, what's up? How you doing? Long time no see.
Yeah, thank you to all the listeners. Thank you, people, for coming on the show. Share the show to anybody you know, the more viewer.
They'll be like, oh, they're on to that.
At least we'll be playing our music before we come on,
We gotta set it up. We're still working on that. So it's not ready, but we'll put it. Yeah, so we were just watching this beautiful mall in Liberia. It's something nice. It's really big. It's very nice. I've seen someone did the whole, they couldn't even finish the tour, right? But I've seen a lot of it. And I was excited. I think it's a good thing that Liberian get to experience this, even though people are using it for selfie now and picture taking, and that's not what this is about. I mean, you can do that too, right? But mostly this is supposed to be something that, people, this is a big investment, Mr. Davis. It looks like a big investment. And in order to, I'm worried that, I don't know what you got over there, but I can hear myself back. If you got something playing.
No?
Yeah, the only thing I'm concerned about is that can Liberians afford to rent store in that building to sell? Other than that, Liberians, like, how much are they, doing, uh, uh, um, renting out a store for? And Mr. Davis, I'm hearing something about you that I'm hearing myself. It's kind of thinking you got something on there.
No, I don't get anything on. I got the TV on, but the volume is all. It's on pause.
Uh, yeah, so that was my concern. So while the person was doing a tour in the mall, I didn't see a lot of stores. Okay, and that's what I was concerned about. So I asked them if there's a way they can inquire about how you can get, a store in there and how much. And they said they were going to do that. I just want to know, right? So get the information out there. Maybe people can afford it, maybe, but they're scared because it's such a big investment or something that they never seen before. So I was just curious, but looking in at it, it's very nice. It's big. It's cleaned, and I mean, whoever did this, the Chinese, and whoever they did a good job. And I think that's development. It's supposed to be investment, right? That all some of the jobs thing that people always talk about, bringing jobs and bringing this and bringing that. You have people cleaning that mall. That's job. People hiring people to take care of the stores, or young people, or those are all jobs too, right? So I'm excited about it. I'm just curious about the pricing. That's my only concern. So, what do you think, Mister?
Yeah. And you go read the market. Most of the local store or most of the store then they are very expensive. Some people paying up to 3,500, 2,500, 5,000. But the sorrowful part about it is that this making it the third mall in Liberia now. In
The
Monrovia.
third?
Yeah, the third. We get the one from Mama Point on around Randall Street, around the convent area there. They get more there. Like the first mall there. Then we get one to Spoke Complex, the Chinese Mall. Then we get it. But that one, those ones that just single mall, right? Only the one to Mama Point, I think that's the restaurant, but they're very expensive. The ugly thing about it is that we don't have purchasing power. Liberia don't have purchasing power. So if you go in a mall that 5 million people, you get almost 100 people or 300 to 500 people going China bringing the same goods. They're selling it cheaper than in the mall. You selling it expensive because you paying for bills and whatsoever. So at the end of the day, you will not even get the people rent the first year to pay. After paying the first money,
That was my concern. Yeah.
second money will be high. This is the reason most of the time, see, more airlines when they go Liberia, they leave because we don't have traveling power. People in Liberia don't travel as compared to other countries because the population is less. So less people travel outside Liberia because a lot of people don't get money to travel in Liberia. So most of the airlines see they go, they will drop. Most of the airlines go, they drop. The Air France, Delta Air, all the ones that they drop. The main reason they drop for is because what? We don't have traveling power. We don't get the passengers. They don't have how many passengers can really leave from Liberia to come America in a day? Every 80, going there 3 times a day. They will not less than 100 people can leave Liberia in a month time to come America. Less than 100. So why is it man buying a few? Every country power over you pay fees to those countries. All the airline passing in the air, they pay fees to the aviation of that country.
Are you using our airspace?
When you use the country airspace, you're not supposed to land. You still pay aviation fee. There's a fee you gotta pay. It will already grab you, they'll book you already. They say so airline passing. Some airline you gotta ask for permission before you pass. Anybody country, some country can take you down. They can bring you down. So you
Jeez.
don't start over people country like that. Just how it looking. So they more they open a fine, a beautiful. But you see, when it comes to professionalism, according to the journalists, these are phone camera journalists. And see how the thing shaking a phone. So when you're running, it be shaking in your hand. Most of the time, we get that TV set when they'll get roll on it or something for them to be capturing the picture, then go to see everything look good. You will not see it. As they're running, they're talking, you will see the camera shaking in their hand. So most of the majority of the journalists, they are camera journalists, that they are phone camera journalists. Most of them do not get that equipment.
Phone camera journalists.
Yeah. A phone camera journalists. That's why you see all of them, they get that camera in their hand running all over the place.
But what does that have to do with them all?
No, you say one of the see some store that if they had a rear camera, you will see most of the store. They get a lot of
Yeah, I already did. Someone went there on Sunday to do a video, a tour in the mall.
They want to see the president going there. They see all of them at phone or tablet.
They're chasing and running. Yeah, so Emmanuel, are you with us? Is he?
Sorry, I didn't know I was muted.
Oh.
I'm here. I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we was just talking about the mall, the super mall that was just dedicated on, was it Friday?
Friday or Saturday, one of them.
Yeah, one of them. We'll talk about how beautiful it is and, and what are some of the concerns. I'm pretty sure you're watching. So you've seen the whole thing, right? Or you've seen pretty good?
Yeah, thank you. Good evening to all of you. Good morning to those who are already in the next day and are listening to us.
No, it's really
yeah. I saw the mall. The very beautiful.
What is your concern? What is your something about that?
The concern is if we are not careful, it might likely close at the way the Mamba Point mall shut down in a few years. The Mamba Point mall was open during the early time before we had time to close. And like what Mr. Davis said, that's a reality. We don't have purchasing power. The government need to invest in creating jobs, then spending time on politics. If people get money, every Sunday they'll carry their children there to go celebrate. Every Saturday, every Sunday. You see here in America, Sunday you can take a point and say, dear children, you'll go to McDonald's, you'll go to, Applebee and other places. You gotta leave, get money. Bro, it's not like that. The money being high. And electricity is expensive. So if they put out renting a house, the money they will pay to run that place, the electricity alone is too much. And when they can't get it by, they will not continue to sell. So that's a danger. It's right now it made a place beautiful, but people are running there, but how long people run there? How long?
Yeah.
So we need to encourage our people to create jobs. That's what we can be talking about when say nothing has changed and people can feel we are being negative. We create jobs, let the job comes. And the other thing will follow. You can build skyscraper in Labro. When job not there, the country not fun to people. You got even people who come to visit you that you call tourists. When they come there and the place is expensive, they will not come back. To your point, I say, calculate food. Let's just say calculate 10 days and say I want to go spend 10 days in Liberia, look at the hotel bill there, and say I want to go spend 10 days in Ghana and look at the hotel bills. You might likely be spending about $300 to spend 10 days in Ghana. You might likely be spending around $7,000 to spend 10 days in Liberia.
Oh, come on. It can't be that much difference.
But some hotels are true. Some hotels
it can't be that big difference like that. No, $300?
Most of the hotel 100 plus.
No, hold on. She want me to explain what I mean. The first thing from here to Ghana, round trip at $900.
Mhm.
From here to Labrador round trip, you can pay less than $1,600.
2,000.
You see that? That's the first one. Secondly, look at hotel like Farmington.
Mm.
I'm just calling Farmington name. Look at the hotel at Farmington. You want to go there night, or $280 the least per night. But hotel of that standard in Ghana, the highest you will pay about maybe $115. Not more than that.
Yeah, America can get it for $75. Oh,
You know, you can pay more than $115 or $150 for a hotel like that in Ghana. The only difference you have is the level of classes. You know, you get VIP, the one they call the article presidential suite.
Mhm.
But you can plan your trip. And right now you can just go on your computer right now and plan trip. Just forget to Ghana, just that 10 days and tell the difference and tell them what the difference will be.
But so, Emmanuel.
So I'm just, and so what I'm saying is that when the country is expensive and people not working, then it's a danger to business people. That mall is very beautiful. I love it. They go on Saturday. I saw it. Very fun. It made Labrador beautiful. But the fear is, how long will it be able to maintain that place? You know, that is just the fear. That's what I want to say. That's why I brag about it, Ghana, because the higher the electricity cost, the higher the cost of many things that you get in your country.
So I know we always talk about jobs, bring jobs, and do this and do that. How are we supposed to go about, or the government supposed to go about that, right? Without bringing about jobs, who are they supposed to be doing things to make the environment conducive for people to come in? Isn't this kind of like sort of bringing jobs as well? Or is the government themselves supposed to create jobs? Or they're supposed to make the environment conducive for jobs? I always hear people saying the government should create jobs, which sometimes it confuses me because I know that, like, with the roles, right? The way they were looking, like you going to Grand G that you got testify a lot of time, the way it was looking. Let's say Gita Mountain. People are touristing, right? People want to be there. The road was like that. Then people come in because tourism make a lot of money, regardless of how expensive it is. People like your places and people want to just go see sightseeing. Trust me, you will get people that want to go there, right? But if you don't have good roads, you're taking people for sightseeing or whatever, then they're getting stuck in the mud, they're staying there for days, 1 week and something. Like, how is that going to even generate money? How is that supposed to work? There's no road to do that. And there's no electricity, none of that. How are those jobs supposed to be created? You're just supposed to come and just say, boom, create. How is the government supposed to create job in an atmosphere that without cleaning up the things that need to be cleaned up first before those jobs comes?
Okay, thank you. Today's word are two things make a country. Energy, that's electricity, right? It's number one. When you have energy, you have electricity, you encourage people to come. Number two, security. Those two things, once you have them, when somebody can bring their goods here and they know the justice system will not be against them, people will not trick them and use the justice system against them. Or when they run their lay, they don't have to buy a generator, they pay for that. Once you get the two things in place, every other thing will fall in place.
What about the roads?
I come in, we'll take over the road. They more than the building more over now. You think that more they will totally care of Grand there?
That can't be the only one. It just
I'm coming to the point. When your city is up to standard, the people bring out more and put over there, and people buying. Guess what? They will move on to Banca. They will move on to Buchanan. They will move on to Grand Gide. They will start to expand. They will start building more more malls around the country. So the first thing you do is to pay attention to electricity first. I'm not saying the government doing bad by building road. People are building the road, people are even building the road, they are Liberians too, I agree. But if you have more of those malls, They put on bring all the people from Ghana and Nigeria and put the kind of work in the mall, the librarian work in the mall. So do things that will bring that will make more of the malls to come. So let the electricity be number one. We can build our own electric dam in our country. We can do that. We can have rivers in Liberia.
You don't think the government is working hard on electricity right now?
Government working hard on electricity, sure?
I'm asking you.
It's
I don't know.
expensive.
I don't know anything
You
about
don't think
government.
so?
No. Since the first year, since the first year they had the electricity, the energy convention in Ganta, where they made the vice president the head of it to go and do investigation. It's been 2 years now.
Investigation for what?
The first year when the government came, they said they want to solve the electricity problem. So they had an energy convention in Ganta. You can remember Mr. Davis?
Mhm.
That the vice president was the head of that thing. Since we came, we're still looking up to Aruku or Guinea to give up electricity. We are not investing in electricity. The next thing we need for the Compass and the MCC to bring their money before they investing in. We're not using our own money to invest in energy. The Compass that came 2015, they beat our hydro. We're waiting for another Compass to come before we start investing in energy. All our money we're talking about how we take care of. Just look at the supplementary budget they put up there. We think about NSA. We think about we're not looking at electricity. Nothing. I don't see anything on electricity. We're waiting for Compass to come. Our own team want to sponsor us before we do it. We spend too much money buying cars for government officials, spend too much money on this, spend too much money on that, and think electricity, we're not spending money on it. Right now, you go to Butterway. The days you spend on Butterway, money you spend there. We look at you want to come back. People want tourism is money, that's true. But if the person is spending $1,000 to stay 2 weeks in your country, and then they can go Ghana and spend just $500 to stay 2 weeks there, they will not want to come back to your country. So make the thing cheaper. So when they are creating jobs, tourists come and they see the place they like, the place they will come. You see, tough just in the library, right? They want to come to invest, right? They come in the library will build it. But if the people come and they spend too much money to run their things, it will discourage them. It will make them scale down. So they will be 5,000 horses. Maybe you'll just be 2,000 or 1,500. They will relax because they will make them spend too much money. So let the government invest in energy. They sort of found the building where let them expand it to the extent that it will supply our entire county. Let's start from there. We can do it. Ask World Bank. Ask African Bank. Ask European Bank. They will help you to build a thing there. That's what they want to do.
So I'm very big on. I agree about the energy thing, and I'm very big on roads as well, because you talk about expanding, right? So, Mr. Davis, it may not talk about expanding the sometimes. Oh, they will build one more here, and then they'll go and do another one here. But how would you do those things if you only focus on energy alone and not roads? Which roads seems to be one of the major. Also, I had 3 on my list, right? When we were running campaign, I had number 1. My number 1 was security, right? Mm-hmm. Security. Number 2 was the electricity and their, road. So, and I see that I'm not. Yeah, you understand that you invest big. If they have the money, absolutely, they should do that. And Donald Trump said bigly, they should invest bigly in it. But I'm also to downplay the importance of road.
I did not downplay road.
No, I'm no, you didn't, but you said road can. I don't know. You rather than not emphasize on the importance of roads.
Okay, so let me explain. I said we should invest in electricity more.
Yeah.
Because the people being a road, I said being road can create job. I'm not denying it. But if you have more of the malls that you get over there, if you have more of the malls, it will create more jobs than the road. Because road, that thing they call job. You go right now, the people that are doing the road job, who got a little idea about engineering or something, their labor is less. But
I
for
get
the
it.
mall, anybody can go in the mall. You can sweep in the mall. You can map the floor. You can hold somebody up. Anybody can
But
go
this
in
is
the
what
mall.
I'm saying though. How will they get to those other counties to build a mall when there's no good roads to
Yeah,
get
but
there?
that's why I said let's start with the one that
So
get road
yeah,
first.
so both can be done the same
Moreover get
time.
road. Moreover get road. Buchanan get road. Banga get road. Niba got road. How do you say? Ravospo got road. The
They
places are
just
connected to the
started doing
foot.
Robertsport and Newlet recently, right? But
What?
let Mr. Davis come in. So, Mr.
Yeah.
Davis, what before Mr. Davis starts sleeping on us, what do you think about this whole? I mean, we all have the same concern, right? About what's it going to be? How is it? You think that people building these things that we're thinking about now as they're starting up? I know it's a lot of money. I know business people. You
Yes,
do things, so you do those, you make those investments and to get your money. But in order to not fail like the rest of them has, I don't know anything about the mall in Mama Point and other those other places that you talk about. I never heard of that. But in order to not go down that same road, you think they should make the stores like affordable and not make it because it's in a big building, so they make it extra high and this that people can't come that people can't afford it. Um, what do you think?
yeah. Don't look at it this way. Even in Liberia now, majority of the store is occupied by Fula people.
Why it gotta be?
Majority of the store is occupied by Fula people.
What does it matter, Mr. Davis?
Because Liberia don't have the money. So you build a farmhouse. They build one Mama Point. I told you the Mama Point mall.
Yeah, I'm just hearing about that.
The only mall that is operated by one entity is the Chinese Mall to Sport Complex. It's operated by only one company. They call it the Chinese Mall. Okay.
Oh
So
yeah, I heard about that one.
that mall to Mama Point again, upstairs and downstairs, it had all those features in it. It closed down. Due to what? No money. Number one, when they talk about government to invest, I saw the vice president every day at the port of entry. I carry my stuff to Liberia. He charging me 10,000, 15,000 to clear in. How much I will go put in that mall? I also paying 3,500
Exactly.
or 5,000 for the mall. Plus my 15,000. When I put it together, it's going to 18 or 20,000. That one container bring on after 20,000 on it. How much thing I'm going to pay? I'm going to employ somebody or what they call to sit down to that mall, and they sit down holding nobody, even claiming that everybody can do selfie in from our store. So where is the investment? What government need to do? What the vice president said? Like there's Louis Farrakhan. He said in America we should go by what we put on the paper. What the vice president say? I support it, but will that take effect? Why you think people taking a car to Guinea and bringing Liberia?
What did he say?
He said all those stuff. He said, well, in the business fee before you know what's going on. Me, they put me down there to Land Good. I'm going to drop the rate to the lowest. So we can get more. Guinea is charging you $300 for a car. Liberia is charging you I pay 3,100 for what thing?
Wow, what a big difference.
Why Guinea charging $300 for a car? Don't put Guinea let's employ no Guinea Liberia will sell it.
Wow.
So you see the difference? You only pay them $100 US to make it $400 to bring your car to Ganda Port. Put an entry. We enter there with Guinea let's play. Liberia is West Africa. So when I enter with Guinea let's play, I'm not forced to pay tax. So what the government need to do now to reduce taxes on Liberians so it can enhance them, so they can able to do the things. To get bought, what I say, the electricity is very expensive. Electricity is very expensive in Liberia.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't have money. So when we want to do electricity, we should make it affordable for the Africa get electricity affordable for the people there. Even in the interior, when you go there, you will see some light on there. The that mall in Ivory Coast, the Sogosi Mall, is one of the finest malls. Car can go upstairs and off. But it's not big equal to that mall. That mall is very big. One of the Sogosi Mall, to me. But the matter of fact here is, they just build one big building, another big building being closed in my point, and they just build another one for selfie, because I live through all the photo shoot. You see from Liberia, you come from that mall. They will even be telling some people, you're going to get outside the mall, then they close the mall. It's time for them to close. Because the first thing, our government officials, they don't have time for the country. Number one, they won't get time for the package. Example, the speaker then went to Fakande. How many money they spend there? When the cost of the money that can be, as I say, is there money coming from Liberia? Unreasonable, they didn't go solve, no problem. They just go there to go. I don't know what they go do there, to do selfie on the road, they start dancing on the road. Nothing they achieve. They didn't leave. Then I said they just go there to go make dance and come right back. And do cha-cha slide on the road and come back there, our former president. So all those things, then we need to cut them off. Buy car for government officials every 3 years, need to cut it off. Then they buy their own car. Then the government in turn invest into, like example, Bear Mountain. What government can take over Bear Mountain and manage Bear Mountain by themselves? The people making billions of dollars. What government can do that? Africa and Burkina Faso doing it now. They're taking over all their mind. Themselves. They're doing it.
Do we have the resources to do that?
Government got the resources. You think the money the people invest over there more than the money government get? Okay. They get the resources, they can buy the same equipment. But the problem is they buy a car. How many equipment can do they go? I mean, I've seen Liberian people taking the whole go. But the people that do the hard work are Liberian, but the people that do the easy work are foreigner. The people that cleaning the hall, cooking, yard ball, all that one are foreigner. But the people that digging are Liberians.
Okay.
So why government can invest into those Liberian people? We do the thing. My energy be all over. Mine, they go there, taking the tons of gold, selling it on the world market, and those investments coming back to Liberia. The people are making good money in Liberia, taking 1,000 plus gold, and nothing they're doing in the country. You go Grand Cable country, the people now even the sleeping place, the water they not pollute it, the people fish die, all those one thing. The people not even safe drinking water, they get no sleeping place. You go and you get back, the people stay sleeping continue. They come in open Grand Gila. Let me tell you, when I roll open from Grand Gila to Ivory Coast, that bridge there building. Grand Gila, Maryland, all the people then forget it. They will never come over again.
That Maryland, Ivory Coast,
they will not come over because Africa is much cheaper for them to buy that thing to come sell than to come in our executive more in more where to come buy thing. It will not work. I can get the finest quota rule from Grand Gila all the way there. It will not see where the people prefer to go.
No, but the reason...
Go see Total. The big lorry truck, they crossing on the ferry to come Grand Gila. So what about when the city building happy, where they can get across?
That's not Grand Gila though. That's Maryland and
Maryland. Maryland will not come there. Those group will not come there. All the people that's doing that straight from Ivory Coast.
But that's the whole purpose of building that the people using
the
ferries and stuff to get across.
Very, very expensive. And then third place, they don't even get security. You go through there, they say you won't pay. My man, that's $75 out. Where mosquito still calling, knowing your ear. My man, at $50, no current, no hard door. You want the hard door play, the price different. You want the other play, the price different. What can I do with that?
Yeah, for sure.
I sent a TM Mall picture to you.
And how many people can travel to go Liberia from America to go for vacation? Because it's expensive.
Liberia is expensive.
They are
saying the neighboring countries.
Expensive. That's why we don't have purchasing power in most of the things. Because government is not showing us what we need to go home. Why should I go on vacation? When I can say
why do your government have to show you to go home? That's your home. That's your home. Why don't you go and help and make it happen? Why should the government be the one to show you? The only thing you should be requesting the government to do as a Liberian living in the U.S., if you have the resources to invest in your country, is to make... That's what you're talking.
He's not hearing
us. To make the environment safe And you know,
No,
like Emmanuel was saying, electricity and stuff like that. But why should the government tell you, you know, you doing things
get
there
off and
alone?
come back here. Let go and come back quick. Now you're on
Yeah.
us.
Okay, yeah. So that's why for people to say,
You know, for
why
me,
should
let me
you
say,
come?
let me say what I
Why
want to
should
say.
you want to stay here forever or in other countries forever? I mean, knock yourself out. But I don't think the only thing we should be asking government to do is security and other people that I mean, other African countries around the region. I don't think that citizens in the diaspora are absent. You know, they are also there investing as well. So we shouldn't be sitting in the diaspora talking about, oh, the government should do that, the government should do that. We should also, why you should call on the government to something security, to pay attention to the security, roads, and electricity. Yeah, those things. Nobody want to be running generator while you doing investment and all of that. It's costly, right? But other than that, we should be trying to
Mhm.
encourage people to go to our country to help us invest in doing that instead of us wanting government to give us something to do that. No, they should just make the environment free and fair for everybody with that mentality of, you know, healing Lebanese and Indian people and calling the white people over the African men. They have to stop that. They need to level the playing field for everybody to invest and, have something, but not to be looking for something special. That is your home. You should be making that place special as well, and not waiting for the government to do. The other countries, that's what happened. That diaspora, like citizens, help out. Everything. I know we always bash at the government, but government cannot do everything in a country. It takes the citizens who love that country to help out. Why? With that being said, with the right, environment, safety, security, and stuff like that, the door is open for us to do. Whoever can afford to do it, go ahead and do it. Instead of asking for the government to do it all before we go home and go sit down and crank our leg on our porches. No. Well, welcome, Morris.
Thank you, Amy.
You need a dog today. I know your t-shirt I can see, but but go ahead. Were you listening to us before you came on?
Quite frankly, I just joined, but I know y'all talking about electricity, right?
Well, that's
We,
one
we,
of it.
we're talking about the mall, the
We're
mall that
talking
they
about the
built.
mall, the
Why
beauty
would
of
keep
the
why would
mall.
keep the mall why would keep the mall operating?
We're talking about the
For
mall,
me, my
how
fear is
pretty
that
the
the
mall
mall is
is.
good, but we don't want it to close down like the way the TM mall closed down in Mamba Point. So the government made electricity affordable and cheaper so that businesses, when they come, they will stay on. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, okay. I will just talk briefly on
You
on
see
the
the
bit
mall
on the
this weekend, right?
say that again.
You saw the mall this weekend, right? The opening and all of that.
Trust me, I don't.
You've
Yeah,
been too busy. More super more.
yeah. I've not been following too much as to. But on the basis of electricity, I think Emmanuel talked extensively on the electricity issue. Uh, I think I agree with him to some extent. The government, uh, the post-war government, has not done enough to tackle the electricity issue. And yeah, that's why I was kind of disappointed with Madam Salif as much as I supported her, but I was disappointed because even though every government has the opportunity to make things, to change things for the better, every government, but some government have more edge than the other. On the part of Madam Salif, because by then we just came from war. Madam Salif has the perfect opportunity to tackle a whole lot of things, especially when it comes to electricity. But what happened? I think she fought for the politics because if they're not to say she fought for the politics, there was no need for small light, big light today. If our mother said it,
I heard
yeah,
that before.
yeah, small light and big light.
Tomorrow.
If our mother said it, because
What
during the
was
campaign,
I'm sorry, Morris, to cut you off. But what was she trying to say when she said that small light today be like tomorrow?
The reason she said that because during her campaign, she said in 6 months time she will bring electricity to Morovia. Yeah, so she made a campaign that yeah, by all means in 6 months time she will bring electricity to Morovia. So she wanted to meet up with that because she wanted to meet up with that promise. So the politics was so tense, the criticism was so tense. She be then she got to turn the light on July 26th because that was the promise you made. So my argument was that look, sometimes when you sincere and you focus on something, to imagine if Madam Salifa decided to forget was small like even the country going to 2 years, 2 years, 3 years. When you work on electricity, you make sure we get perfect electricity. You think people are going to be having problems about that small light today? No. But the small light, she brought some pool from Ghana. She brought the president, was Kufu, I think Kufu at the time. They turned the light on. She get relaxed.
It was
last minute. Yeah, small light. She get relaxed now. Last minute time, she trying to do the hard road. I was just showing. So I agree with Mane to some extent. I think we have not done well in terms of focusing and what our priorities are. I think electricity is one of the priorities that the government was supposed to really pay attention. Right. When I said left 12 years, Mr. Weah came, the same thing, he didn't pay no mind, so to speak. President Barker came, I think he's trying. Let's see how far he will go to. Because the thing here is that no government can do everything 100%. No. But some government, when they come, they will say, this will be my legacy. Before I leave, I'll make sure all the major towns will be connected with roads. I'll make sure at least the electricity will be 70%. Maybe the next government will come, they will complete the 30%. Right. But it is disappointing when it comes to electricity. It really disappointing.
Yeah, and the bad thing about that is that Mr. Mohammed Sharif is trying his best. But the last time he had a conference pointing out the challenges that they have in that sector, right? And when I heard him speak, I was like, he's regretting, like, why did I have to leave my CRSG and say I want to go work for my country? not knowing they're gonna trouble his ass. But he's doing his best. He's still, from everything he lays out, it's a problem. We have a lot of problems, and money, the resources need to be available to solve those problems. And if you're not paying attention to it and making it a priority, it's not going to be something. But then again, Liberia has so many issues, right? That even if you take care of one and not take care of the other one, it feels like you're not doing anything. Even though this government is paying attention to one of the major things that have people giving people problems, which is a life situation, right? The roads and stuff. It still looks like because the economy and the hardship is still there, it still make it look like you're not doing anything. So it's very hard to just come and just say, I'm just gonna take it of one and one only. Because the jobs, we talk about it. We talk about the job issue. You can't the country can't be the way it was, and you said companies or whatever will come in to create jobs. Impossible. You need that electricity, you need that road, you need security. Those three, you can't do just one and leave one out. It's not going to work.
But I want to come in 5 seconds. Yeah, 5 seconds. You see, Amy, every government come, they will fall for the politics, the public outcry. Because you see, I remember when Madam Salif made a promise, that small light and small light with a big light tomorrow. She said by July 26th, she will make sure she will bring current, and current will be Morovia. Guess what happened? In May, June, the pressure, all the radio station, the Omar 419. I remember T-Max had, I remember T-Max had a show. The Omar 419 is an people calling the show. So this is a country. So I
That's
truly
right.
believe that because of to satisfy the public, and almost every government can will fall for
Mindset of
this.
the people, yeah.
Exactly. They not focus on what they would do, but because of to satisfy the public. So Madam Sally was forced to bring that small light, and even today when they say you take the people on the street, they will say, oh, ain't know that people voted for. So every government kind of fall for that crap, except we have government that will say, you know what, I really don't care about election, I will do what is right.
You know,
Go ahead,
thank you,
Emmanuel.
thank you, Brother Morris. I think you said something that I want to push a little bit. If Helen set her attention on the electricity and see Noah, and because when article security was not our issue, we had the largest security troop in Labrador at the time. Money was coming. So what you should know, because you cannot, there should be no running water with electricity. There are going to be no running water with electricity. You now have efficient hospital with electricity. You know, I mean, like everything in the country, there's no way for you to say you run this without electricity. And if you are really investing in electricity, I think it was actually going to help, because before Ellen came, the world didn't know who was going to be president. In 2004, the world met and said, let's build our bureau. They agreed, and they started bringing money. The money that they brought, the money ran the election. Fortunately for all, Ellen won, and that the person they wanted to, they were happy with it. In fact, before Ellen came, they were 1.1 billion that was available to Labrador. But upon Ellen arrival, when she went to New York and said, the money you give me, I know, but we'll get plenty of debt. The person will waive your debt. America said, we'll give you money. People started giving her money.
She blundered.
How Ellen pay attention to electricity? The two talking today. Any president will go to like in America, whether Donald Trump or not work, you don't need it. You still going to enjoy America. You know what I mean? That way you need to lay the foundation.
Yeah.
And because we feel on electricity, they are struggling out today. See the two President Baka going through everything that President Baka doing. Like bro, be her. I'm not being negative until he solves certain problem which he had to do electricity.
Yeah. It will get harder before it gets solved.
Right. If
you can't be doing that and you solved. No.
Yeah, I agree. Because we got 18 ministries. But electricity, we as an agency, if you pay attention to let's just put money in electricity and see. Okay, let's see that right now we're spending more money on security like NSA and Border Patrol, trying to put more money in it. I agree. But what if you say next year, the 1.2 billion that we get, let's put at least a little over 200 million in electricity. Let's see if we see that will not happen. Something will not happen. The water over there, it can enter water go low, no electricity. So let's check again. Do you have any other bill river in Labrador?
No, you're good. Amy, you're not frozen. You're good.
Yeah, no, she frozen. Okay, now she coming on. Okay, she was frozen. Oh. Yeah, now she coming on. So that I just showed you the TM more, right? You saw it? When the Black Panther came, that movie they called Black Panther, when it came on, they launched it.
Oh, that's when they built it?
Yeah, it was launched in Moreover. The Black Panther was shown at that TM mall. People went there to watch it. That mall was really good. People went there. You see pictures I put at that mall, you don't believe it. All of a sudden, that mall just went down. No, God, so that mall there, we're not even lifting it. Another mall now come.
Okay, so from there, I was asking a question, Emmanuel. Since we already had that experience, right? Because of lack of resources or people not having, if you know a country like that, because I know if people outside, like Mr. David said, are paying $3,000 for stoves, right? So if you have a mall like that and have people paying like $2,000, $2,000, I mean, like Madam Eddie said, small like today, be like tomorrow. Don't you see small money today, big money tomorrow would be okay just to keep the mall up and running and make sure that those things don't happen anymore.
No, I mean, for me, I'm not wishing that anything bad happened to the mall.
No, we're not wishing. We're just speaking the
I'm just speaking out of caution. That's something we are experiencing before in the past. It shouldn't be another mistake. You know what I mean? We had a war before it went down because of electricity. They didn't want to come. Let the government see reason. Even if they cause and say, you know what I mean? Because of this, let it put pill, let get in how do you call it? Say, let's subsidize the electricity.
Yeah.
Let's subsidize the electricity and they will continue running. You know, it will help. These are things you know what I mean? Let's subsidize the other one. Like that, it will encourage other people to come. And the more people come, the more job you start to have. And the more job you start to have, the more people start buying. And the more people start buying, guess what? Other people start getting encouraged to come. When Lone Star Cell came first in Labro, people were paying $60 for SIM card. At that time, Comio came, Cellco came, Labor Cell came, Vodafone, phone companies started coming. Because guess what? They were making money in Labro.
Okay.
But when the government said no, I've been too much, they drop it. When drop it to father, and now many people are going to the other company. Guess what? They sold out. They left. The point I'm saying, if you bring them one now and you say, let's just see that's they want. I'm not saying the government will certify everybody, but let's certify them more. And the more look at it and say, oh yes, I do doing more. Let's move to Buchanan. We're doing more. Let's move to Banker. Guess what? Amy from will see and say, oh, Amy, that your country was there. The person will start coming too. one other group of people want to build big hotel.
I mean, David sleeping, Emmanuel.
Well, you see that SKD Boulevard?
Mr. Derek, bring your computer up, please. You just showing us your whole body.
I said the next thing.
You know that SKD Mall, right? That SKD Boulevard. They want to build a big mall. I mean, not mall, a big hotel. Creek.
What's the next topic?
You know, I come here. I come to know why did that did not survive? Because they say we don't have the market. So my point is that the government try hard let the market stay. It will help us. We complain that no job, but if that one stay, that job by itself, the people that work there, they will bring money. Then if you subsidize that one, then it go. That's my recommendation to that issue.
Yeah, that's nice. That's a great point. And I'm optimistic. I'm hoping that that mall stays open. But I think they should make the prices so high that people will run away from it. They should make it affordable that, so they should learn from the last one. That's all I gotta say. But so let's talk about the the draft supplementary budget going that was presented to the House today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, so from what we were just saying, I have a breakdown here of what that $45 million is supposed to be for, right? We have for $1.5 million for Ministry of Justice for border responses. We got $2.5 million to NSA. What is going on in our NSA? What do we have to take care in the NSA?
I play the president against Steve.
You start saying that thing, man. You just say that kind of thing.
Let me continue, and I'm not gonna ask Mr. David again. $2.5 million for NSA, 600,000. That's my disappointment right there. 600,000 for defense, for recruitment and equipment. 600,000, guys. Why we got $2.5 million going to NSA? 600,000 for defense. $7.3 million to education sector. $10.9 million to the healthcare sector. Well needed. $11.4 million to public administration. $500,000 to agriculture sector. That's another disappointment too. $7.16 million to infrastructure and basic services, etc. I mean, guys, I don't know what administration. My disappointment in the whole thing. Let me just bring it out with something. While we were just talking about the borders, right? It was just talking about the military being underfunded. The military, they need to recruit. They need to do this. They need to put more money in the military. And all of the millions of dollars I'm seeing. I mean, if you were just to take $1 million out of for administration, and you just take one off for, public health or the health sector, that would still be 9%, and give the military $2.6 million. I mean, seeing this 600,000, it just make me weak. It just make me feel like they still haven't gotten the message yet. Speak on it, guys. What do you all think? Let's start with Mr. Davis. And I don't want to hear that they play with the president again. Let's be something here.
The truth of the matter here is, majority of our leaders, they don't love Liberia. Up to present, people only go there to go steal. That's what they can go there for. We not see a real committed Liberian to say, I love Liberia. No, that thing they can say, but I know that they can say that radio money, right? Radio talk. They can say, you can hear them saying it. You see regulators. They going by, they record them for emergency. You know how much they record them for? A money and they want to say they give the AFL. So you're looking at that kind of thing. They start dancing on the Bangaha
Lofa
Highway in our dust. They don't care whether quota reach there or not reach there. They don't care. As far as concern, a packet fat. Those cars they can buy every 3 years. They will jump in, they will hold it and go and come back. They don't care. But you want ready to go there, you want to know you will sit down motorbike before you go Lofa. From Banga all the way to Lofa, you ride motorbike. I see some children ride motorbike from Banga to Lofa. 5 hours to Vanjuma. Can you imagine like sitting down on 2 tires? They passing you up and down all the way to Vanjuma for 5 hours. When I was talking about the legislative business, their government sell the company. We don't need to subsidize our AEC. Then you give it to different people. Then the people pay rent to all.
Mr. Davis, we on a supplementary budget right now.
Yeah, I know.
People never.
They're all married. Bia Martin will marry Lanco. Their government marry their own resources and sell those all to people. Other people there, you will see the legislative price will drop. But government giving them money every year, they're not generating the money. Why you can't give it out to the private company? That's all the military budget, like fiasco. Fear. Stealing. They say Army King. They talking about Army. The Guinea Army, they came with equipment. They not come with AK-47. Everybody gets sanctioned. Guinea, Liberia gets sanctioned. But they say equip. They can go buy drums. They can go buy different things. Then you get the army for recruitment. Who you going to recruit? You give it lawmaker. If my cousin they said they want to join, I tell them not to join the army. They want not even.
Why would you do that? What makes you any different from the people you call in thief?
Because the thief they're eating the money. My cousin they will not eat anything. So what they must go sacrifice in the darkness? They sitting down in mosquito. They lay in mosquito. Then they want to eat on a curry. They buy their car every 3 years. For what thing? I mean, nobody can make support that.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Like you said, nobody loves Liberia, including you. So,
I love Liberia.
Mars, let's have you come in. From this budget right here, this supplementary budget, we should really, at least they did a good job of breaking it down. This is something that we are not used to. What is going to be done with it, but still, man, it's still a bit disappointing. Seeing the Ministry of Defense or Armed Forces, whatever. But what is your view on this? And are you disappointed like I am? Because I just throw your own.
Yeah, true. Let me tell my own. I will be very brief, Bob. Let me first respond to Mr. David. I think that his second or third time saying this. Yeah, sometimes because of the politics, we just become dismissive in everything. When the incident started in to the border, look, the government is not yet the president, it's not yet the executive. The government is everybody in government. whether you find yourself in the legislature, in the judiciary, in the executive, you're part of the government. So yeah, what happened is that the legislature they took upon themselves to go to the border and inquire and know and see what is going on. There was no budget
Oversight.
allotted for that. There was no budget allotted for that. They
Your
took upon themselves.
budget 200,000.
Bossman, where the budget came from?
You give the government. Government make it
Where?
200,000.
Who gave it? Who gave it?
The government give it. Finance ministry
What
give it.
You say what ministry gave it? Finance ministry?
Yeah, 200,000.
That's not true. Yes, stop.
Mr.
Okay,
Derek,
let me
it was
get-
just few people who went over there. Why would it?
Yeah, let me
as if
let me
it was
say let me say my own. It was just as a matter of fact, it was a request. It was a request made by Thomas Fowler. Thomas Fowler made a request. Look, this is my district. The thing are happening in my district. I will ask my colleagues to join me. Let's just go and make some inquiry and know what is happening. That's why the people went there. I mean, taking pictures. The people took pictures, and you saw everybody Facebook. All the people. Yeah, you hear talking about the people get 200,000. How many person went there before they get 200,000? It's not even an entire legislature. It was just people that voluntarily, willingly decided to go there to make an inquiry. Then you say they get them 200,000 from where?
Another
But anyway,
member of them said it.
anyway, let me just say this, right? On the issue of the budget, look, we are not budget expert, but as citizens and concerned citizens, we have the right to discuss on national issues to give our own perspective. I know that all the ministry agency or government agency, they will not get the same amount in terms of budget allocation. They will not get the same amount, and the simple reason for that is that because there's some ministry, some agency, they generate their own money, so you will not see they will not get the same money as compared to other. Some agencies get huge fund, so that's just something I know. So they will not get the same amount. But sometimes the reason we have this confusion sometimes because why the financial expert, they will not come to explain to the public, look, the reason why we'll give Mr. X 10 million and we'll give Mr. Y 5 million because of this and that reason. So sometimes we'll hear this thing, oh, why they give the person 5 million? They give other 2 million, this and that. So, and which is fair enough. So maybe argument that it is not fair. Because take for instance the defense ministry, my understanding is that I think that 600,000 was for recruitment. The money was not to say buy arm, equip the military, buy ammunition
and equipment. I don't know what kind of equipment they're talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. So I think that money was for specific fund, so like recruitment. It's not to say you buy ammunition, you get yourself prepared, go to the border, go to the Raleigh border, go to the. No, I don't think that's the purpose. So, but like I said, we all can give our own perspective, but the people in control, they know exactly why they give this agency this amount and why they give the other agency this amount. But sometimes they don't come to explain to the public, so it left for us to just, make our own, judgment as to this is not fair or this is fair. Yeah, that way I can just stop.
Thank you. Yeah, so I do agree. Every budget, every ministry or whatever would not have the same amount, in a budget. When this whole Guinea border thing happened, we would just everybody was just nervous, right, about what we have going on in our military and how much Liberia needed to train a lot of recruits, a lot of young guys who was willing to do this and kind of support them through that, right? You want to make the military pretty. You want to make it look sexy. You want to make farming look sexy. This is what we want people to do, right? Farming. Now in Africa, people have the mindset that farming is just for older people. Or farming should be poor people. We have to change that narrative. You have to equip people. You have to be able to draw people to that. Like, oh, you're not just coming to, whole cut lights in your palm be hard at MEGB that she called today. You want something that shows people something that farming is not something that's supposed to just make you poor. Or it make people in Africa something poor because they are just doing it to eat it. They don't have the resources to make it bigger, mechanized farming to make it bigger for them to gain money from it. So this is what, and then when we talk about Liberia feeding herself, these are some of the things that you need to do to have that happen. Now I know without the proper funding, that will not happen, right? We can always talk about it, but it will not manifest. We were talking about the military. Now, how will you have young men come to the military when they are supposed to go? They are struggling. You wanted to go to school. You wanted to have degree or high school diploma. I think you can recruit them. That is Africa. Nobody's saying that they should be dumb or whatever. Why there is peace, they can be going to school. But they can't just be there. And then if they are hustling, riding bike and stuff like that, Emmanuel, to feed their family, and they go to the military, what would you rather them do if they're just getting $50 or $100? You have to the one that have kids. You have to have some kind of program that their kids will go to school, free. Give them some kind of incentive like healthcare for their family, for their children, and some that would make sense of if I join the military, this will happen. I don't have to worry about this with my children. I don't have to do this with my children. If we are like we all have always talked about 2 cars in 6 years and having
3 years
benefits.
3 years.
2 cars in
3 years. Every 3 years.
Every 3 years I want, right?
3 years one.
6 year you
Every
got
3
2.
year one, 6 year 2.
Yeah. So if you're having those, and I think you should be able to pay attention to the army like that too. Have people to be interested in the military, not just sit around and then if I go there, what would I gain? The people said they're not even getting that benefit, or they're not even getting paid. We shouldn't have that kind of narrative. Even the police, you have to take care of these people. I think that your security forces in the country should be one of the well-paid people. That people can't just go through them like that. That's what I'm saying about looking at the budget. I know that everything but for military, and I don't know what happened in NSA. I don't want to sound
like there were less than 100 employees. Less than 100 employees.
I don't have the.
You don't have the data for that. Let's not.
I don't have the actual data, even though people said it. But for me, the question that I have is that the 1.2 billion budget that was submitted, that was just passed recently, the NSA had 22.1 million.
So why are we giving an extra 2.5?
And now they're giving an extra 2.5 million. The AFL, which is for the entire country, remember, the NSA is not okay. Sorry, I'm gonna confuse myself. I think about the EPS. Yeah, the NSA also for the country, so I shouldn't limit it. But the AFL that is of fighting force that's supposed to defend our borders, supposed to have more have more money. In my opinion, I may be wrong, more than the NSA. Because the NSA, they are spy agents.
So equals.
Either they be equal or they should be less than the AFL, because the AFL are the one you can see all around visibly. The NSA, they are secret agents. You don't see them. You understand? So why is it they are so expensive? They having last year getting 22 million. Now you're giving another 2 million.
I hope they're only getting water right now.
Just from December to April, you give an extra 2 million again. And they say they must recruit.
Yeah.
So they want to recruit. You get 500,000 or 600,000. 600,000. So the last budget, they get 18 million plus 18 million, 600,000. NSA now is going with 2 instead of 2.1 they get in now, right?
2.5.
So that 24.2 million in just 4 months. And by the year again, they might like that resubmit another budget because we just gone 4 months. The budget was passed in December. 4 months. You add another 2 million.
But
So
Emmanuel,
yeah.
Emmanuel, you also know that just an interception. You also know that budget, when they say they're giving you 10 million, it's not that the money in the bags or the money in the bank. You get to the whole 10 million, they give it to you, right? You know that too, right?
The allocation.
They are telling you that in this year, this is what we will give you. So it's not that they will get to the bulk money they give it to.
That's what they expecting you to spend. The point I'm saying, Mr. Morris.
So the supplementary here is to add them to that.
To add to what they already expected to spend. In December, you told me say the people were expecting to spend 22 million by the time the year end. Then within 4 months, they added another 2 million. I said by the time the year end, we're talking about 24.2 million. That's what I just said. And I said that what they spend already. I said that what they're allocating to them.
But they will spend it. They can always get all that money. They don't.
They definitely get it. I know, but the point for me, what I'm putting through, I don't understand the poor economy. I don't want to overlook them. It's just a question that lingering in my mind. We still want to recruit the AFL, the army that we get, our army, the power.
Well, if you said the defense, right? Defense, Ministry of Defense or defense, whatever. Is it just? Are we just talking about the army?
No, the defense.
Are we talking about do we have Navy? Do we have Air Force?
We got Navy. We got Navy.
Yeah, we got. Our Navy, and they call the Coast Guard.
Okay, Mr. Okay, so we have. So all of this 4 branches: Navy, Army, Coast Guard.
Yeah,
Air Force, right?
Yeah, the AFL.
So all of these 4 branches, you giving them 600,000.
Yes, because they are part of the armed forces. Yes, they are part of the armed forces.
Come on, this is not
the defense. The defense had to do with all the security apparatus,
right?
But what I see in the past budget, this gone the 28 December budget. They say the defense get 20 million. Then they say NSA got 22 million. Then EPS got a budget. Also, so I know, but for all we didn't do it, so we'll just be guessing, we'll just be talking. But do you understand?
That's what we're here to do, guys.
Right. I hope do you understand they will come to explain to us why they do it that way, but it creates more questions. At least the one you can see on the paper. Right. Until they explain it to us, it creates more questions. Why will you do it that way? We say we recruit more army. You understand what I'm saying? Our army is less than 4,000. In a country of almost 6 million, you got army less than 4,000, and you're not giving more.
2,000 something.
Mr. David, come on, man.
The army is 2,000 plus.
No, actually, on the last number that was put out that I read is less than 3,000.
Well, you start calling our numbers out there like that.
But I would say less than
the other people get army of 1 million. They're talking about what?
Okay, so that number big. So when you put it out there, that's okay. But don't be throwing our numbers out there. We have to act like we plenty.
Our military will not recruit. At least if we can get 1 million men for the least.
1 million. At least you can get.
So stop interjecting with negativity.
That's my opinion. I know we get 1 million men. Because Guinea right there, Guinea got over 50 million people as the army.
No, Guinea got 50 million. Guinea got
50,000. Excuse me, 50,000. I'm sorry, not million. 50,000.
16.
Let's try to push to 1 million small. Because the army alone, the one that they will call army now. They will because they got military, they got gendarmerie, they got navy, and they got air force.
Guinea get almost 65,000.
Right. So the army alone, they are 15,000. Then they got gendarmerie. Then they got navy.
They have marine. They have Coast Guard too. They have Air Force.
Yeah, they have them. Yeah,
sure, we know.
And they have Air Force. Yeah. So they are.
But Guinea 2,000 bigger than Liberia.
I agree. That's what we need to get more.
That's why we need all in back.
We need
more. Stand there coming for Lena. We about to start going for ours.
So for me, I think I don't know about it, but I reached the point really explain to all why the army is getting 600,000.
Yeah, I have a problem with this.
And if anything happen, NSA will not go on the front. I mean, we'll send all the police.
We're
So
making
why
them
is
go
it
under the water then?
this law budget low and the spy got it no budget high? But you know, you not know everything now know older than you. So the general opinion on that, I really wish they found reason to.
So what about agriculture, guys?
What
What about agriculture?
The bigger the poor budget, the more we attract people.
That's what I'm saying.
Because then you get insurance, like you're just saying, you get insurance, you get free tuition. You know,
For
your
their
children will get
kids.
free tuition, you get Google
Instead of them focusing on, I gotta go out and go ride bike and get something for my mom or for my sister or for my daughter, even though their extended family is not going to be included, but still, what they're getting paid, where they can help their extended family out. But with Mr. Derek, with their immediate family, their children and their wives, at least you have some kind of incentive. Let the children go to school free. They shouldn't have to worry about that. Then even if you're giving them $200 or $300, that they have more to keep. They have more to do with that than you just giving them $200. Then they got 4 children to send to school. They got you know, we are Africans. We take it out of, even though they will say that's not your responsibility, right? But that's not what we do in Africa. We take the extended family. We take the even the neighbors, right? So if you pay somebody $200 and then they got 4 children and the school fee is like $500, $600, come on now, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna make the military attractive, and then somebody can go and be doing that also and get more than that.
So
you
you're not like
embarrassed to go be holding guns or to be doing training that they're not, and then when they get hurt, they're not getting proper treatment and all of that. You have to change all of the narratives to make your country and your security. I don't understand. Your security should be your number one well-paid in the country, my opinion. Because why? Anything push comes to shove, they'll be there to protect you. But if anything happens, people will take bribe in a second. I'm not saying they should do it. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's all, you know. But go ahead, Mr. Davis. You're trying to say something.
I just trying to say that because you're saying some word like me not like Liberia too. When I was saying that, I told my cousin, my nephew, when I joined the army, I will recruit them on 600. You will recruit people on 600,000. What kind of training they going for? Are they just going to learn how to put gun together and fire?
We can just advocate for people to increase their budget.
I just saying something. The NSA less than 100 people. They get 20 some million people.
How you know?
I know 22 million. But man, I audited government. I'm telling you all the reality.
But
I say our government.
That just said you can all this auditing you think you're gonna be broken.
The money auditing I'm talking about. We don't want even sell the whole the government. We sell out their record straight because most of the people there say are employees. They're not getting no letter on file. We made
Mr.
sure
Davis,
when
were you
they
on
letter,
aviation something, or you are auditing government? Which one was it?
Huh?
Are you an auditor or you are aviation?
I went to aviation.
You did not audit NSA. I know that for a fact.
Listen to me. All of them were in our
I know that for a fact. You did not audit no NSA. They don't allow nobody to come near them. So don't got rope over our mouth here. You did.
We gotta know that. You gotta know the strength. You gotta know the strength of the people. We audited EFL. We gotta know the strength of the people. We're gonna get you the number. We audited EPS. You gotta know the strength of the people. EPS not plenty, but our budget higher than the people that plenty. So most of the thing there, we got to put it one side. Why is NSA paying 22 million? They don't even get 100 employees. Why is EPS paying so and so? They don't even get up to 100 employees too. EPS is for the presidential something. It not to mind everybody. So why are they paying them more than?
You got EPS agents mining the former presidents.
But I don't say to mind the president. Joe, we are saying when I tell you something, they gain, I think 5 or 7. So
yeah, he had a lot of.
They get police, they get EPA, they get whatsoever. So the matter of fact here is those people that budget us, even Joe, we are saying get army, they get EFL. The EPA, they're not taking more money when you're talking about NSA not even get good insurance. All that money they get insurance. All of them, all the Liberian society, all the Liberian security, they don't get no insurance. No good insurance for them. No matter how you go, 20 million there, 30 million, they get no insurance. That means they're not even paying the people. They're not for pay the people's salary. No. It's for different operation. The EPS the
Which
money
you
they
don't know
allowed
about. So let's not. We know you did not go depth into NSA to audit anything.
We say we audit. We
let me say this, right?
Even before we started the Liberian government, we started with the strength. We want to know how many people were in finance ministry, how many people were this, how many people were this, how many, because we were doing both by pay and from pay. We want to know, we the want to set the record straight. We want to know how many people
were do well without by pay because people were so crying.
Yeah, they were paying people. They said they were only the people by pay. They gotta pay them. So we don't go. We never went depth into by pay. We were talking about recent forward mass because the people by pay. We can the example mass choir. Mass choir people are 125 mass choir employee. What they doing? What kind of song they singing? So that mass choir now in Liberia again, we raise that one. It's not there. It was not necessary, but again in by pay.
Let me say this, right? As much as this will sound very, very distasteful, unpleasant to many ears, but this is it, right? I know that everybody deserves a good salary. Everybody deserves a good salary, but just that there's some job. It's more of a sacrifice. That just in any country. I'm not saying that the people that are in the AFL, the police security, they don't. For me, if it is my wish, they could get 1,000 every month. They should get more pay. But security in most countries that I know of, they are not the highest paid civil servant. They are not just because you see, I can understand the emotion. I can understand the emotion because somebody could say teachers should be highly paid. Because they are the one that are educating the society. They are the one that prepare the society. They're the one. Teachers should be paid, but trust me, teachers in most countries are the least paid people. Somebody could say the nurses, the doctors should be the highest paid. So this emotional argument, we can go on and on and on. Security in many areas are more of a sacrifice. There are certain job people go there, they know very well this job is not highly paid. They go there because of the passion they have, it's not because of the benefit, not necessarily the take home salary.
Where are you talking? Because I was just trying to bring your attention to that.
I was not talking for it.
No, you're not talking for it.
So you see, so we can make this a pay for me. Even if we pay our police $1,000 every month, somebody could still say, but okay, they still need to be paid more because they are the one that providing security, they are the one that passing around, they are the one that you think Guinea soldiers making more money than Liberian soldiers? No. Guinea soldiers not making more. No. Where you coming from with your yes?
Man.
Where you coming from with your yes?
People
are making more money. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying they're not equipped.
Man, they're not talking about that equipment.
David, you audited the Guinea army too?
No,
I'm not saying they're not equipped. They are well equipped. That one not arguing.
Yeah, go back, bro, and go do something.
The army making 140, 100 something.
But
that's not true.
Yeah, finish, yeah, Amari.
That's not true. That's not true.
Yeah, please,
that's not true. Liberia is one of the countries in the sub-region that paying their government officials then high in the sub-region.
Yeah.
Liberian army make more money than Sierra Leone army, they make more money than Guinea army. On the average. But am I saying that it is enough? No. They should make more money. Are they well equipped compared to the two countries? No. So, I mean, we can make this argument, this emotional argument. Somebody could make the argument for the teachers, for the nurses. But at the end of the day, there are certain areas it's just more of a sacrifice, and people got to get passion for the area before they go there. That all I just wanted to point out.
Okay, so while I do agree with you, you're missing the point that we're making here. Now, when we're saying people should get incentive, we're not saying they should pass the government officials or anything like that. It's not emotional because this is for me, when it comes to this military stuff, we are saying that you will not have people. Africa is hard. Africa is not America. America here, and they may not be the highest paid, but they got the best. While they're serving, they got the best insurance for them and their families. And when they leave, they have they also have benefits for them and their families. After they serve, their children go to college free. They have all of those, and if you add it on, that's a lot of pay. As in where you're not getting paid at all, and then you have to, your family are not getting any of those things. They don't even have good health insurance. They don't have any benefits. Or they don't have any. They don't have any benefits when it comes to healthcare or schooling and all of that. Then all you're getting is $100 or $150. Then I wanted a volunteering job you're doing now, because if we all know how much school fee is in Liberia, right? They said the registration form alone is what $25, and then the school fee was $400 and $500. How much can, if a man with two children, let's say even one, how is he gonna afford that? How is he gonna focus on doing that job and do all of that? So this is what we're saying. Have you come to think about people? Maybe they're looking at it as more of a sacrifice than benefiting. That's why they're not interested in joining it. So in order for you to have people to come, you got to make it attractive by bringing those benefits and those incentives that we are talking about in places like Africa. Yeah. We're not saying they can be paid like the ministers or whatever, no, but at least something got to be more than what they're getting now in order to attract people to come in.
Emil, the what I want to say to just support what you said, even that 150 you're talking about, do you know that for now 150 they can pay insurance?
Yeah.
It's not the 150 that they take home. That 150 that is that what they call it, the net, the gross. That is gross, not the net, that is gross. That 150 that people can take the insurance from. So 150 that somebody can carry right to a restaurant here and eat. That he gives somebody for a whole month with family.
That 150 they making?
Eh?
That 150 they making?
But you listen to the city mayor from Lofa?
No, listen, Mr. Dale, we shouldn't be doing cross that.
Yeah.
Our army, they start 150. Yes.
Oh, I was just guessing though.
No,
I said 150.
I mean 150. The guys that made 300, the guys that made 1,000, but the army start 150. People in the army making 150, yes.
Okay.
I know that. Because I got friends in the army. I got friends who are working with the fire department. I got friends in the police. So that's true, yeah. But not all of them making the 150 than that. They got some people making more than that. But yeah, people in the army are making 150, yes. I can say. And some of them, those who are really making money are those who are assigned to the concession areas. And then make money. But if you are just ordinary army man, and you're working in the barrier alone, that 150 you'll be talking about. It's difficult. We need to do more than that. We need to do more than that. We can't keep increasing our budget. That's one of the reasons why our company about the budget last time got 1.2 billion as our budget. What happened to the army men? What happened to the policemen? What happened to the fire service men?
Especially the police.
Yeah, what happened to the teachers? But guess what? The lawmakers' salary went up. The directors, the managers, the deputy ministers, it went up. So it shouldn't just be from up there. Let it come from all the way down. That's what we want. We know that Liberia, we agree, you don't have the money, but at least consider certain things. We don't do that. You can say 150 is gross, then put some people going with $80, some people going with $90 a whole month in Liberia. It's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. So let's play this video and hopefully they will listen to some of us and kind of think about it as well. But we'll play this video. I think I'll see this as a public service or public announcement. Let me help out here let me help our LNP out here and play this video here. So if you don't know, now you know. Don't say Emmy didn't tell you, y'all. So I'm about to play it. Don't say, oh, we didn't know, we didn't hear it. That's a lie. Emmy play it for you. So y'all listen. Share the show, guys.
That would not drive for valid driver licenses. That would not drive for valid driver licenses. That would not have that vehicle duly register and insure. There are provisions in our laws where it clearly states all operator pursuant of our vehicle and traffic law must drive for valid driver licenses and insurance with vehicle registration. The motor vehicle section, in collaboration with the Liberia Transport Management, will engage into vigorous vehicles update of licenses and vehicle registration as well as insurance. We are urging all of us within our public space, the highways, to adhere to the rules of the road. You will see the officer will be spot checking vehicles at various locales. There are laws that give the officer the right to spot check the vehicle. Under vehicle requirement 8.2 states, a police officer shall inspect vehicle at the time where necessary, so long that vehicle is passing through our roadways and the officer see it necessary, the vehicle will be pulled over and will request for driver licenses and valid vehicle registration and insurance. At night, we'll have a team designated, the motor vehicle will have a team designated to various areas in making sure that when you apply with a high beam light, we'll have it removed from your car. For example, if you went to the store and obtained a high beam lights and you write it on your vehicle without the instruction of the police, we'll have it removed. To our truck drivers, you will not put anything contravenes our laws. We are here to make this place a safer home, and you and I can do it in the right trajectory. Nobody will come from anywhere to make our country better if we as Liberians making it better. To have a safe state, we must do it in a safer manner. Thank you, and let's.
The VP holding in his hand $3 million gold and a Rolex watch that worth 400,000. You don't see the watch? Zoom in on the watch. Don't zoom in.
Going to propaganda. Okay, guys. So that was a public service announcement that I had to pull out there.
So that you want me to police for the
No, I know that you don't know that Stanton with
I know, I don't want to laugh at you. I see the message, thank you, so the VP.
I don't know where it came from. I playing it back. I don't even have. So there's a video that came, well, something about this in mining business. It's all over Liberia. So we there's a communication that a friend of mine sent to me to talk about concerning Morris, your hometown, Lofa County. People are there doing some illegal mining, and authority knows about it. They're lying to the local people. Like, all of this problem that we go through, right, in Liberia, is always the ones in authority. They always put us in these problems. They know about it, and when the innocent people start to complain, they lie to them. Why they go and getting money from these people and doing all of the illegal stuff. So let me see. Where is it at? Let me pull it up. Maybe you guys know about this story. But I don't know why they didn't give me the full something if they did it like this. I hope it works. Let me see. Or maybe y'all know this town. I can't even make it bigger, can I? Oh boy. Oh, there you go. Can it extend more than this? Let's see. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Let me see. Can I go any? Can y'all see it? Let's see what's going on here. Everybody going to sleep? Can y'all hear me? Okay. I guess not.
Ma'am, guidance question. Place your suitcases on the belt here, please. You coming in?
Can y'all hear me? Who's that?
Someone asked you, man. You become real.
Who's playing something? Why would anybody answer me? Can y'all hear me, you guys?
You
Yeah, we
muted
hear
me.
you.
When I
Yeah,
went to talk, you mute me.
oh, we hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh, shaking my hair. Even shaking my hand. My
I
head
couldn't
just my
see
shoulder. I
you
have to
guys.
go for you
I
and bring
needed
it
y'all
back.
to answer me. I couldn't even see anybody.
I showed my hand there. If you jump from my shoulder, I have to go for it just now.
Yeah, I mean, thinking. now I was in this all by myself. But anyways, can y'all see this? Y'all see the
We
pictures,
see
right?
your excavator in the place there.
Right. So this is okay. Let me read just a little bit. It's a long something though. I don't know if I'll be able to read all of this, but so the person, posted it. Mars, do you know what Betty Bye community is? It's a
No.
Betty Bye community.
That man, Lofa County citizen by radio.
So I bet you from West Point or Mama Point. Le Mars can go Lofa County Bola. You sound know what you talking about. You can how many times you can go Bon County?
I live in Bon County. I live in Bon County.
No, you don't. So
I live in Bon County, Annie.
Okay, let me read. You got it. You can have it. So is it Batiba? I hope I'm saying it right, but I guess I'm supposed to call it the Loma Way or whatever. Batiba community stands united against unauthorized mining activities. As part of an independent investigation into report ongoing illegal mining activities in Batiba town, Vonjaman District, Lofa County, finding indicates that citizens of the town have taken a bold and united stance against the activity of a foreign mining company identified as Sprouse Global Mining Ventures Inc. Sprouse Global Mining Ventures Inc. Also known as Hongsheng Mining Inc. The town has raised serious concern alleging a lack of transparency, legal compliance, and meaningful citizen consultancy and constant to the company. Yeah, Mr. David. This resistance follows a series of developments that have raised concern against citizens in Batiba. If you know a better pronunciation, please let me know. Other parts of Liberia and the diaspora. According to several testimonies from some citizens of Batiba during this investigation, the company initially engaged the town to conduct exploratory activity to determine the availability of commercially variable gold deposits. However, the company allegedly did not provide key regulatory documentation, including proof of business registrations, mining licenses, and an environmental impact assessment. Despite these concerns, a draft memorandum of understanding MOU was introduced outlining a proposed term of engagement. In response, some of the citizens mobilized and convened an emergency meeting. At the
You
meeting,
muted or what happened?
What? Can y'all hear me?
Oh, here, I mean,
So this man is stopping me and distracting me, and you're just sitting there. You can tell me you can hear me.
yeah, we hear it, but I still get it. I still get a whole. I don't know.
Okay, so y'all got a point. So this is a lot of. I mean, why we even crying about the what? B Mountain or whatever saga and all of those things. These are not, one situation is going on all over Liberia. I think this is what they're with. These people are trying to raise, alarm on it, and our EPA or what the mines and energy or whatever, they need to pay attention to this. And I just wanted to bring it to your attention as well. And if so you guys knew about this, and if you do, and if you have an input on it, let's talk about it, and we do our closing from there. So we can start with more.
Yeah, when it comes to mining company in Liberia, sometimes when you're walking in Liberia, you just see Ghanaian, you see
You want some Ghanaian people, yeah.
Yeah. No, mostly when you go to Liberia, you see more Ghanaians in mining too.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing a lot of gold mining, but they don't count all because they blind like you and myself. They can count all, but they get more Ghanaian mining, most of our river there. I went by home, I saw Ghanaian mining, they get float on the river, they can do another gold, or they were mining gold over the river. They can get people that can dive under the river, then they get the team floating there and be pushing the sand, or they be washing it, getting gold. Most of them I saw them to the favorite river that Ghanaian. So now I go home, I take tour on most of the river too. So most of the villages, then when you go there, you see people just mining. Mm-hmm. No registration, nothing, no government people there say. I don't know who carry them there say. How they get there to be mining the places. So most of them, our own government officials, they're creating this problem.
Mm-hmm.
They carry the people there, and the people there start mining. Then they say, oh, that the minister, that they want, you carry so your people there. In Ginger, the people say, anybody told you, oh, say the soya people will deal with you. Mm-hmm. Then you get one soya man that was gone, or police man that was gone, he mining the people. Nobody can talk in the town. Everybody can talk. So most of the things that is happening in Liberian community, which is very wrong. The money is like what they say when you work in government by right, you're not supposed to get no businesses. But majority of the Liberian government employees, they are doing businesses, especially the top bra. They're doing businesses, money, they're doing businesses, doing logging, they're doing businesses, doing other job. What the other people, you're already making $15,000-$17,000. Why you can't do the other job for the other people, but no, they still doing it, which is very wrong. They don't even pay for all that one, even run one truck. No, they can't do it. They may go about 10, 15 trucks, bring it, start running. You get to the company, when you not do my thing, when you come to the legislature, will not approve you. So most of the people then they gotta accept it. The police director gotta be there too. Oh my man, y'all get some of my security. The man get your police people. How many police you want? We want 10. You get your police 10. Moreover, no police. You go certain part of Liberia, no police. The people living not gonna lie, but you see the concession company, they get well-armed police. They get well-armed army. They pay them, and the bossman eating some, then he's giving tip to the other people. So in the whole Liberia mining sector that I looking, so our big people, they gotta move their hand from the money. If they want to do it, let the government do it. Instead of them going individually doing mining, but I say cheating the country.
Thank you. So Mars, this is Senator what? What's his name? Momo Saras, and what's the other guy name? Jala.
Yeah, so
this is that areas, and Momo Saras being the security, chairman on security, right, in the Senate and all of that. People, these things are happening in their counties, right? And people are saying that they know about it allegedly. I don't think these people, foreign people, would just get up and just show up with no proper documentations with these people not knowing about it. I mean, what are we doing? It's never ever Liberia. How can we? I don't know. I don't even know if I should even ask you this question because I don't know who asked the answer. But anyways, let me hear what you guys say about this because I'm gonna ask you how we can.
So yeah, so after this, like the closing, you just want me join with my closing, or I have to come back?
Oh, we're gonna do closing after this.
Okay, no problem. I will be very brief. But let me say this, right. Look, we have a mining law in Liberia, and that mining law says for you to mine, you must have a lesson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for you to mine, whether company or individual, must have a lesson to mine. And I don't expect the government to be everywhere. No, it's not possible. I don't know the capacity of the lens in mine, but I know a lens in mine should have agent in almost everywhere in the 15 counties. The same way you have police assigned in the counties, you have army, the same way lens in mine have agent, or they should have agent in almost all the major areas, especially in the mining areas. They should have agent. So, like I said, I don't know the capacity, but it's still not bad. Right now, we have the local government. We don't have internal affairs anymore. We have local government. So the local government too also has its own part to play. So if the Lenzerman ministry is not aware of what is going on in that particular local, now the good thing we're in the social media war. When things can happen behind the house, the next day will be on the social media.
That's
So
why
this is
coming
also
out.
right. This is also a way of helping. I mean, the national government to step in and and do the proper. So if the government is not aware of what is happening, now they know. So we just urge them to go in, and especially the Lands and Mine Ministry, if that particular group, whether that company, whether that individual, if they're not licensed to mine, then they have they have the consequences to pay. So I mean, that's all I can say. That's much I can say.
How can a consequence be paid if you have the authorities in the area being a part of it? It's not like people. This is why the locals are holding them accountable, demanding these things that we previously read, but they are not presenting them. But these people are coming, telling them that authorities are telling them, "Oh, these people are here. They are doing that. They are doing that." But no, they are not presenting that whatever they are being asked about, and they're not giving them anything. But they keep protecting them. So that's why the citizens are exposing it. They realize there's something fishy going on with this whole thing, and that's why they are coming out to speak on it. But welcome, George. Well, you're not going to make your own appointment. You welcome back for closing.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, guys. And sorry, I couldn't be on the show. I just came from the airport. So yeah, I'm sorry, but yeah, I think you guys have said it all. Like weird problem. People were saying Jovia was the problem, or the CDC government was the problem. Well, I think Liberia has a problem on its own that regardless who is in power, the problem persists. But the only way we can settle this problem is by recognizing the problem, not falsely diagnosing the problem. It's recognizing the problem that we as Liberians will have a problem, and not put it on one person. Because when we put it on one person, that's the false diagnosis. Because if that person leaves, the problem still persists. Just like when they say the person is a serial killer, they put the person in jail, then 3 people die again mysteriously. They say, oh no, that person, that what's happening now. Because we understand that Liberia's problem is not a particular president. A president can be a contributing factor or that can exacerbate the situation, but the problem is there. As Liberians, we have the problem. We say we don't want stealing, but pastor can steal from members. We say in community, maybe community chairman, then you take the phone money, you do different things with, hey, these things happen. But these are the simple that can say in the bedroom and say, oh, the government is corrupt. But these two are the simple. Husband cheating on wife cheating on husband with 4 boyfriends. But the thing when they made them senior government officials, they will stop doing those things. They will not. So the Liberian problem is very systematic. It's not a sporadic one, or it's something that George we have brought about, or President Bouakai has brought about. President Bouakai did not bring any problem. Even when he tried to solve it, just like we are trying to solve it, we will now begin to understand that our problem is not a president's problem. Our problem is our problem. Can you imagine people digging the road because the phones go around it? The road, what kind of person? The digging. In a new year, I was going to Maryland in 2010, 9 and 10 between there. The people can come outside and dig the road in the net and put water there. Car getting stuck. When car gets stuck, then they go push the car, they make money. Instead of going to make fun, that mentality, spoiling the road just to make small money. Small money, we get them 500, then they're happy to go home. So our problem is not just yesterday. And for me, I felt so ashamed. Our vice president going to go on fast-planning nation when we have the whole government that controls the entire country. The thing they call it the Liberian started into the LRETR or something like that. Has all the reports. The people don't have the reports. They tell you exactly how much they are making. It's there. You don't need to go to the site to go find out. That's why you didn't go check through their books. They get to him straight away because that's what they have in their report and they send the government. Because these companies make report to the government every time periodically. So the government should know, but our people, because they are so incompetent, they can even look in the report, the book, and send it. They don't even know. So they got to go there for the report to tell it again. So they let the oral report than the written report. So the problem with us is that we first need to understand and if you look at it critically, you don't want to blame even the lawmakers. My people, let's think about it twice. Investment is hard to come by in Liberia. So when we get at the table to negotiate with an investor, we stand at a weaker position. Because for the first thing, if you go in that place there, most of the people that are operating the mining machines, they are not Liberians. Those people pay twice as they're supposed to pay anybody because they take them from where and Turkey or somewhere to go and operate the machines. Because we don't even have the people there that can operate the machine. Like now, even the yellow machine they brought, they got to train people before they start using the yellow machine. It's going to take another 6 to 1 year before people can be able to operate the machines. So the thing is that Liberia, we have a problem. And that problem, we have to recognize it to find a solution. Without recognizing it to find a solution, we'll continue to misdiagnose our problem. To say, oh, that job we have problem because he's stealing. Now people are saying Bouakai is stealing. Should we believe them? I don't believe them. I just feel that our people will need to be systematic and intentional about finding solutions to our problem. Here we are.
Thank you.
But look, thank you guys. I appreciate it.
So George said a lot of things here that, jumping off our topic and bringing in, I guess because he later told us something he wanted, everything on there that he wanted to come talk about George Weah there, about George Weah there, about George Weah this. So all of those things can be true at the same time, and it's also be false. George trying to talk about the vice president going to inspect Bee Mountain. What is wrong with that? This is one of our problems too. All of the problems that is being named, this is one of it. Because why would you just bring people in, foreigners, and you say you give them licenses and stuff, and they come in telling you, but you can't go in the field. You just sit in the air conditioner in the office, and whatever they give you, that's it. And something. The vice president can also, so they can know how serious that is. It's not a crime that the vice president got up to go to that facility. No, but you faulting him for it now. You're calling him incompetent because he went there to inspect. So then that's being incompetent.
People are coming because we got people specialized to do that.
George, you were talking everybody here was saying I listen to you. Why you can let your own something too. You said what you said, let me say my own. Because there's nothing wrong with the vice president going, there's nothing incompetent about that. Anybody, whether the Senate or whatever, so we don't trust them. Okay, sometimes we don't trust them. As we see in the country, the president been giving the vice president a lot of responsibility. He's not a park car. We see him working. Why should he sit in the office? Because he's a vice president. Why can't he go see what these people are doing. If they are keeping up to their side of the bargains and doing what they were supposed to do, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all wrong with that. And a president can be doing things just because it says somebody doing stuff. It depends on what the person is doing. That's what they will connect that person to that situation. They will not just get up and say, oh, like the money situation we're talking about right now. And we say, oh, that President Barker doing it. What is President Barker doing that we're equipping to that situation, right? That's how people connect people. It doesn't mean, oh, they said I'll judge you. Oh, they said it always has to be judgment. We don't want to talk about judgment, but you're always trying to bring this man up and something and try to exonerate him from all of these problems, and it's impossible. You cannot. There was a reason why people were connecting this man to those issues, and we've seen someone going to court for that now and everything. So fast forward, nobody's saying Liberia was perfect. There are people there that are doing sneaky stuff, and they should be called out. Even the senators, the lawmakers, they are the worst of our problems. They are the worst. Sonny sitting there, Sonny B. Martin, even when our colleagues are trying to tell them there's no need to do this. These people haven't done this, they haven't done that they promised to do. And then y'all want us to give them more time. That is what the finance minister and who else were in there defending this company. Why the lawmakers, some lawmakers was there, something, but the other people had a majority of that, so they went ahead and passed it. And now we want to come and be, oh, people can bring this, all the people can bring that. We have what they want. They don't have to come. People who can afford to do what they will come and do it. We have what they want. The product they want. We got it. So just because they're bringing targets or this one, so they should come and give up peanuts change. Our resources, our minerals, and they get up and go back home, billionaires, and something. Then why our country is still dirt poor, and in the places and in the environment that they were doing these things, they infected. The people are sick there. People are, because they brought Turkish, because they brought people they train, so they're supposed to get away with those things. That's a shame that will come and say stuff like that, because if it's another company that own another government. This is also our problem. We turning politics and politicians too much over the problem that we had for us to call it out and call the people that did wrong to that problem. No, we have to shield somebody and protect them and try to make these people look like they were doing something right. I don't know, man. I'm just but Mars, go ahead. I don't know if you have anything to say to that, but you're go on, of course.
Yeah. Let me just do my closing, right?
Yeah.
I think the reason why the issue of taking the social media, because almost all the discussion in all the corners, because the vice president visited the place. Even the lawmakers, they didn't know that this is how much B-Man's been making. Even the guy who gave the information to the vice president, I'm not sure he himself knew that was the right information. He was supposed to get that information, but sometimes they still go between them. Yeah, and this whole contract was extended 2023. So but it was good that the vice president did not continue sitting in office. They went there. That what they were even having a discussion. But let me just end on the whole Yeke issue, right? Look, Liberia is a paradoxical society. We want this today, tomorrow we don't want this. I see people, when you have a country where people justify, where people argue, stretching their vein that my cousin is somebody right. Somebody has the right to cause my cousin. Just know that the society you have, people making that argument because somebody called somebody man yesterday, so that means the man will continue causing everybody man. You know that there's a problem. And the people that are making the argument, they don't want their children to grow up in a society where they'll get used to my cousin. They'll become my cousin, but they argue because of politics. They are saying that because somebody was causing my yesterday, so he must continue causing my cousin. In fact, he must get other disciples that will join him. Yeke, I don't understand I don't know how this will end. Or whatever the case is, I know precedent will be set over Yeke. Look, the house is the political theater, it's the political ground. Probably he knows. And for Yeke, he's a weakling. if anybody know, for what we know so far, in our house, both houses, there have been men that brought down. I will start with Macron. I know Macron. What's the man that are doing it a lot of time? Yonder Macron.
Who?
Yonder Macron was a
I think
huh?
I George another one though. George that doing your
Yeah, yeah, Yonder
Macron. Yeah, Yonder Macron.
Macron.
Yeah, he was the speaker of the house. You know that
Right. The man was powerful. At the end of the day, they brought him down. Fast forward, Snow was strong. Snow was pressure until he ended up resigning. Alex Stella was also strong. Fonatukufa, these are all people. These are all people that are strong and they got people behind them. You can't get nobody behind him. Because this man has caused all he calling it. He didn't even get nobody behind him. When pushed down the show, he will face the consequences. Because the thing is that regardless in life, you can do everything. But everybody just waiting for you to slip. The slightest mistake you make. The people that Prophet K were causing them, were happy. They were not happy. Prophet K stepped on the wrong toes. That means, you know what? I don't care. All the other people that be causing them, they didn't do nothing to you. That are business between you and them. But for me, you will not go free. And today, there where Prophet K is. So it's the case with Yeke. So all that noise in making this and that, the horse are political theater. At the end of the day, they will run their decision. Somebody can, when the president, I don't care who that president is, when the president fire his minister or dismiss the minister, they can't blame the legislation. They can say, oh, the legislation made the president to fire. But when the legislation decide to take action against one of their members, then they say, oh, that the executive, that the president. What is that? Is that insanity or what? Yeah, Joe Barker. Is that insanity? Don't think that will not help you, okay? It will not help you. It was a good one. I beg to leave you guys with me. I must stay to listen to it.
Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Davis.
No, I gotta
to get buttress while
no, George, mama, you close. You get that when you closing, I'll be out.
Maurice just said.
Let me close before you go. I beg you.
You get would be like his father-in-law, his late father-in-law. George Dwyer. George was Speaker of the House too. They expel him.
Oh, that was your father-in-law?
Yeah, look at father-in-law was Speaker. They expel him for corruption, for something he wanted to stand and be talking nonsense. Everybody, the first thing the government did, they moved all the security from behind him. He coming and passing Douala because he was living behind Hotel Africa around that area there after the Simple Bridge on your right hand side. I know that mobile compound, some kind of compound like people living. He used to be going when you go in Douala, that whole play, everybody can clear that road for George Dwyer to pass. But when they move all the security from behind him, no security behind him, he said, look at the people he caught it. You know, if it's not that, you would be. Then not all the time you just can't take negative things, you negative things you talk. My son, so now I used to listen to Prophet Key when he's talking something, but when he start cursing, I leave his show. When you get start doing all his nonsense, I can leave him. I can leave his show. I don't let
him. Show. Oh, you mean on your biz?
Yeah, you can get press conference. But Sunday announce it, you can get press conference. No.
You get one sponsor. He's a
no, he can't count. He's not count sponsor today.
He's a regular panelist now. What are you talking about?
I know he panelist. What I mean, he usually get press conference in his secretary. This was the first time for Yege to even carry cement to the people. Saying being a lawmaker, he never carried cement to them before. This was the first time. But anyway, we're not in that one. Don't count to Liberia as a whole. Something we call punishment. Liberian government need to introduce it.
Absolutely. I agree.
If they don't introduce punishment, Liberia will stay as elite. We're not showing Liberia, but it will stay as elite. The minister, Songo Diho, the one arresting, he call a par. A par talk to the policeman run away. Or He doing drugs. They go arrest him. He call his father. His father talk to the DEA officer. DEA officer run away. So the system we get in Liberia or the B-man syndrome. They can do things without punishment. Everybody can walk away with anything they want to do in Liberia. One B-man. The example, they just went together and what? And start telling all government officials, the judiciary, the legislature, they can lay down to the hot so be the wet 10 o'clock because they get in late, they get on the road by 5 minutes to 10. So they take telling. Everybody gets serene in the country. That's wrong thing. We're setting a wrong precedent. It never happened before. Even normal day, even America, it don't happen for the people in parliament to get telling. It can't. Why would you get what they call telling? In the first day, what they call telling, there's another car on the lane. They just jump on, they start driving stupid way. They will say, oh, our lawmaker, then they're going to work. Why is he late now? You get late. Before you get telling right. That's my first time to hear like you can get on the upper wing, you get telling you can hit any car, it's free. Any car hit you, you run. On our own right. According to that one we put that policeman on, I say, that policeman, I don't think you know what he's saying. You know what he's saying? You see how Liberia looking, he will not say that what he was saying. That everybody is entitled to drive a lesson, you're entitled to lesson play. You know how many people don't get lesson play on a car they moving in Liberia?
Thank
That
you,
is the government official, they not get lesson play on a car they moving. You know who am I? You saw Melvin Cole. No lesson play on a car. You know who am I? I'm a representative. I'm a this one. Who care? Your car is moving on lesson play. Where that other one go, there was no punishment. They even find him. Traffic courts to find him, pay money. Driving on the street of Liberia without lesson plate on your car is a fine, it's an offense. But if you go do it, they will carry you to go impound your car.
Sure.
But maybe go, or you can send over the car. I dare anybody, one or two, I dare you, all the one there. So nothing can happen to them because there's no punishment. They may park a car in the middle of the road. Nobody can pass. Say, all that senator car parking there, all that represent, all that minister, he block a road. Nobody talk. You go do it. The policeman will want to take action against you.
Thank you, Mr. Davis.
Thank you.
George?
Yes, guys, thank you so much, man. You guys are hitting the right punches. But the reason why I was talking about corruption, can you imagine our vice president? His trucks are the ones that are working with how they call it, BA Mountain. His trucks are there. He loans his trucks to the people. He renting trucks to the people to be working. So they're paying him. So how can such a person order those people sufficiently, efficiently, effectively? It's almost impossible. You can be deputy speaker of the house, then you get your trucks hauling a certain metal iron ore. Then you say you get a mob to go and tell and say that. It will not possible until we can make certain laws that these people that are in these places should not have any connection with certain things. It's almost impossible. Let me tell you, on Yeka issue, we have a lawmaker who is appointed a 14-year-old girl. You will not expel. It happened, blah, blah, blah. They say, they jog it down.
What lawmaker did that?
It's from the county, it's from Grand Gile.
It's from Grand Gile, yeah. It's from Grand Gile. When you're not going to be here, if you're going to say maybe I just joking, but it's serious, Amy. The 14-year-old girl, you pointed at the girl, yeah.
Oh, that's statutory rape. His butt should be locked up.
They do nothing to him.
He was not locked up, and he was still in the house. He worked until, I don't know whether they voted him out or whatever. I stopped following him. So the thing is, our society is broken when we have selective outrage. Remember, gone? Selective outrage. When you can only be outraged about certain things because that's certain things, not because it is bad. Because what was bad yesterday should be bad today. Yeka made very similar remarks in the past.
Where?
He made very similar remarks. He said Georgia was selling the country. Georgia used to move in the country in the net and go to see Jackie Appiah in Ghana. You know what it means? That national security he was exposing. Even if the president, maybe you don't get it, but if somebody like even now, Michael Mako and her husband, which is the prince, how they call himself, I forget his name, sir.
Harry.
Prince Harry. They were coming to Australia. There was a security breach because a newspaper went and started telling people where they would be at each time. That was security breach. You cannot tell people, you cannot tell the public what the president is going to do before he does it. They only say that the president is going to be in Accra, but they're not telling you which plane he's carrying, what place he will land at, everything, because you are exposing national security. I mean, that is not proper. That's what they call it. Even on our radio here or TV here, they say security breach. Even if they men were lying, but you were telling the person our president can leave from here and go to Ghana in the net and for one more business and come back. People believe it, Amy. People believe it. For the fact of
was that Yeke was saying something like that? Or that
yes. Yeke is the one that even started that whole thing before it started going viral. Yeke was saying all sort of things that even insulting our vice president. And people were clapping for him, and people were saying that people
what does that have to do with what's going on now?
That is, if you yesterday said it was good, today it must be good. But because it is against you, so it's bad. That's the outrage, selective outrage. That's how it is explained.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what selective outrage is explained. That is, if they do it to George, oh, it's good. Not George, man, it's good. But when they do it to Amy, no, it shouldn't be doing it to Amy. Why? Because it's Amy. Not because the action is bad, but because it's Amy that action is going to. That's why it's bad. And that's the problem with us. We selectively get outraged about things only because they affect us. But if it's not affecting us, we don't get turned. We'll never go and advocate for that. We could have sat down and said that, no, my man, you are a lawmaker. We want your vote. We want you to campaign for us. But these actions, they are not good for our nation. This does not give our nation a good name.
The my own people taking action against him, they say what?
Well, those people that are in the house, they did not vote for him. And I'm even happy that guess what? That one of us will take him from there. Because let me tell you, that man can move from here and go up and down, go up and down. What they call that parliament. But still a sedition within him. And he want to pay Georgia debt. But y'all know. So you just wait. We just wait what's happening. Y'all view it. You heard the way he said it? He said action will be taken. He said not because he did it yesterday, so we do action. But yesterday, because it was Georgia, he was so hated. When you're dealing with Georgia, nobody could talk. Even the South Parliament used to be angry with him for doing what he was doing. But because everybody in the nation was against Georgia, because that what people made him to be a rule, a common thief who were against him, the government. So it was okay. But now, because you go to George Boakai, and Boakai is the darling Boakai of you guys, it's a wrong thing. So guess what? If they move Yeke, I will not feel any hurt.
I know.
If they're moving, that they are business again. But I feel that our country deserves better. I've always spoken against what Yeke. Now, what Yeke was doing, it was not a good thing for our children. Because our children are listening to radio now and then and hear that everything now is short. Can you imagine now? During CDC time, even though we used to put some insults in it, but during CDC time, Battle Cry was like, hey, I want to be your citizen. Hey, I want to be your citizen.
That was it.
Hey, I want to be your citizen. This is the party I want to join. You see it? That was Battle Cry originally. But guess what?
That was all.
Bagara roll, Bagara roll, Bagara roll, Bagara roll.
Right.
Yeah. So our society has deteriorated. Our moral fabric has been ruined. So if the guys take action and Yeke Kolba is taken from the house, it will set a strong signal to our people. And I'm not against the fact that they want to do it, but I just feel that it is too late, or it has come later in the time. So
Thank you for the
show. It's been a wonderful time. Hopefully, when you come on again, I can see your alert and I can come. I saw the link, but I was away. So,
okay, so where's everybody at? It's supposed to be in everybody closing.
Hey, Morris, man, go high because you know I'm shooting for the sky.
Okay, so George, there's broken record syndrome that everybody has going on today, all on the social media, and they think they're saying something that is so honest and it's so truthful and it's so this. It's ridiculous. I don't care how many times y'all says it, how many times who yell it, how many times who's on it. It's still not gonna make it any truth. What you just did here. We are talking about what Yeke did against Liberia. You're making it about George Weah. That's some of the problem our country has. You said Liberia has problem. That is true. Their political mindset, their partisan mindset, loving political leader more than your country. It's a disease that have to be like, I don't even know how we can do it. Like, the mouse extinct. What are people now can go there hunting? Morris, for those mouse and certain trap. I think that's something that needs to be done in Liberia. For George to sit here and talk about Yeke used to say, George, we used to go to Ghana to Jackie Appiah, so that is equivalent to Yeke, a foreign nation coming into our country, trying to infringe on our sovereignty.
I mean, the people said that.
And no, I never talking your son. Let me talk. Okay. And George is sitting here, equating that to Liberia, George Weah to Liberia. That is disgusting to the lowest point that I can't even something. Making it about Boakai and George Weah. Do you know how many times Yeke have insulted Boakai and his wife that he hasn't even done that to George Weah? Boakai and his wife, who can be his parents, to that of his squire, George Weah? And you want to say how many times anybody ran behind Yeke when he was insulting Joe Boakai and his wife? Those people who can born him, they got children that can whip him, that equal to him, but nobody ever touched him, nobody ever said anything. Then we talk about Yeke saying something as a lawmaker who promises to protect the state. A foreign nation coming in, infringing on your sovereignty. You selling it out. You betraying your country. Then you want to sit here and quit that too. And he used to do it to. I know all of y'all who on the social media. He used to do that. So y'all sound like y'all know what you're talking about. Who told y'all that anybody give a damn about what you can say to any lawmaker or any president or anybody in the country? That's his upbringing. By all means, how about it? But that is different when you bring it to the country. You sit in our office to protect, to defend, to speak for you as a mouthpiece for the people, for that district that you represent. Not to be there and you think that everything is politics. When it comes to your internal politics, you play it. If that insult you used to doing to play it, by all means, do it. But if it comes to Liberia, a foreign nation coming in, to harm the land, to infringe on the land, to do that, you don't go ahead as a lawmaker and try to side with the foreign. They're talking about, I did my survey, I mean the Lofian side. No, you gotta come back here. Don't do that. That's disrespectful. Me and the Lofian side, I did survey. You know how to do survey. You can survey district number 10 to see what it needs. You can do research in district number 10 to see what clinic or hospital or high school or something that needed in district number 10. That Liberia, you know how to survey. And then y'all want to sit here and be equivalent to, hey, Yeke was this yesterday, Yeke was that yesterday. Who give a damn about what Yeke was yesterday? What you are doing to George Weah? George Weah is not Liberia. I don't know when y'all will get this in your head. Liberia is bigger than George Weah. George Weah is not Liberia. And what Yeke has done to George Weah, he has done worse than that to President Boakai and his family. Nobody talking about what he did to President or to say, oh, anybody come here and say, oh, you're impeached, Yeke. You'll get him out of the legislature because he insulted Joe Boakai. That's not what anybody's saying. But for some reason, y'all is so-called educated opposition out there. You're so confident in sitting there and sitting there equating what Yeke did to Liberia to that of what was done to George Weah or to what was done yesterday or his insult he was something yesterday. That is crazy, and that is really something for you to sit there and think instead somebody being you're doing something and he did it yesterday and he did that yesterday. Who cares? He did it yesterday. Bwaka people that supported him. Did he spell Bwaka for me? No, he didn't. Did Bwaka people that chasing the way George Weah was chasing him all around? No. This is about Liberia. So you can go ahead and carry all your hypocrisy around. You can go ahead and spin all your lies to try to twist it into what is not, to make it sounds like somebody trying to impeach you because of President Bwaka. That your mindset and your ways of thinking needs to change for you to have the audacity to sit on platform or to be writing in chat, in comment section there, to be calling out people in Liberia mindset when you're doing the same thing. You don't love your own country. You love politics. You love politicians, and you love political parties. That's what you're doing. Because if you didn't, if you love Liberia, you would stand against and front against what you get there and not make it about Joe Bwaka or he's saying something about Joe Bwaka because he has said worse and nobody ever attacked him for it. So that is very, very disgusting. For their broken record syndrome are going around. When the other person come Morris, because they got smartphone, they will open it. They see Yeke that was doing it yesterday. They were yelling him. That they see Yeke now, everybody say he wrong. Then the next person page. They see Yeke that was doing this again. That they see Yeke, they don't say it's going to make any difference. Everybody want to write. And it's the same thing. It's just redundant now. Like nobody want to hear that anymore. Because just because you're saying it, trying to twist it, what had happened yet, it's not going to change the fact. If they feel like he's going to be removed, let it be removed. And I know your solution, you are so happy for Yeke. You're pretending like you don't like it, but you don't like it. You want to see Yeke out of there. You really truly want to see him out of there, and you're pretending that you don't like it. But we don't care about what solution like. We don't care about whoever likes it. Whatever Yeke did, and his sound bites were being played in our propaganda in Guinea, that was wrong, and he needs to pay for it. For nobody else to get up and think that it's okay for them to do it while they're getting paid taxpayer money. Thank you.
All right, guys. Man, I'll see you.
Thank you guys for joining us today. And yeah, man,
you feel blasting, you know, going.
No, I get so hot when I hear this stuff like, hey, Yeke did it yesterday. That is the Yeke. What did Yeke do yesterday?
Amy, not because you don't want to hear, we're not saying, Amy. If you don't want to hear, we're still saying, because that's a fact.
It doesn't matter, because it's not going to make it true.
Amy, it does matter.
It doesn't.
If you don't want to hear it, if you don't want to hear it, that's okay for you. But guess what?
True.
Because we feel that that's the truth. And I know deep down you know that's the truth. He did it before and he's still doing it. That's a fact.
Yeke may insulting. Who he doing
it
to?
Amy,
you're not saying
Amy,
that's
Amy,
not what we're talking about.
Amy, if Yeke were going to say, if Yeke were going to say this thing on that job we are, it was going to be CDC was finding all the slightest means to get rid of Yeke.
I was going to help them to say that you get rid of Yeke.
If Yeke were going to say this on that we are, Yeke were going to say this on we are. Lebanon said we are. Yeke already finished moving.
Can you imagine talking about, because somebody said George Weah going to see Jack?
On that we are. If Yeke were going to say this, don't mind George, man.
If we then Yeke bring the Lofian and sat down with him and agree that said that Lofa for Guinea. All that part of Lofa for Guinea. They bring nobody he can bring. He know how to do it. Let him go research.
I live in George.
What they need there. He go research in there.
Yeah, I live in George.
Man, Josh, people in here. Y'all, thank you for coming through. Thank you for being here. And we'll see y'all guys Wednesday. But tomorrow I don't think we'll be on. Thank you so much, guys. Continue to share the show. And let's love Liberia. Think Liberia and build Liberia. Not love politicians and political parties. Good night, y'all. Have a great night. George, don't come here without your judgment.